Imagine you are unemployed. Your friends and family have jobs. You don't. You feel alone. Unemployed, you must somehow manage a normal life, but it is not easy. A person who has type 1 diabetes experiences similar feelings, where they try to manage a medical condition that comes with a high price while living as normally as possible. I'm Ariana Hernandez, a junior studying molecular biology, and I am one of 1.25 million Americans living with type 1 diabetes. With type 1, your body cannot produce insulin. For an unknown reason, the body's immune system destroys insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas. Without insulin, glucose levels in the blood can rise to alarming numbers, and if left untreated, it can lead to a coma and death. The medical treatment for this condition is injecting biologically synthesized insulin. Type 1 diabetics are insulin dependent, where our lives rely on this liquid. So why do we care about this condition and its treatment? Obtaining this liquid comes with a high price, often costing more than $800 a month. That can sometimes be the decision between paying for rent or living for a few days. The problem is, insulin is too expensive in the US. Its production is cost effective. As a molecular biology student, I am familiar with the techniques used, which involves a combination of genetically engineering harmless bacteria and fermentation. There is no generic brand of insulin. There are 3 companies that are in charge of 96% of the world's branded insulin: Sanofi, Eli Lilly, and Novo Nordisk. It is an oligopoly where there are few sellers and little competition. Branded insulin means it is patented. Every time the patent expires, pharmaceutical companies seem to obtain a new one. A patent is obtained if the product has changed. However, with insulin, there has been no significant change. Pricing insulin is complex, where insurance, pharmaceutical companies, and pharmacy benefit managers, or PBMs, play a role in price determination. PBMs are a large part of this complex pricing system in the US. They can indirectly raise medication prices. This means the cost of insulin treatment is unimaginable, not including other diabetic supply costs. Recently in the US, Eli Lilly has implemented a copay program in which a month's supply of insulin costs $35. Novo Nordisk implemented a similar program. A global pandemic should not have had to been the reason to make insulin more accessible, but this shows that a life-saving change is possible. My purpose is to educate others about diabetes and advocate for lower insulin costs. You can visit websites such as T1 International and learn more on how to support the cause for affordable insulin. So hopefully one day, diabetics like me don't have to feel so alone in their daily challenge to fight for their lives and can afford their insulin. Thank you.
Thank you, Ariana. Judges, please turn on your video. Any questions?
I have one question that has to do with you did a nice job sort of describing the history of the expense of insulin and the ability to continue to get patents for insulin. And what is the argument for maintaining the very high cost? Do you know what the argument is made by the pharmaceutical companies for maintaining that high cost?
So a lot of pharmaceutical companies actually do not disclose this information. However, like I mentioned, it is a very complex system, and a major contribution is from the pharmacy benefit managers, and they don't have a cap on how much they can price a medication. So for example, in 1996, when Humalog, which is a type of fast-acting insulin, was released, it costed $21 per vial. Diabetics usually need 3 to 4 vials a month, and now it's up to $300 per vial.